Good morning and welcome to Tallinn, Estonia.
This is the capital of Estonia, a beautiful medieval town and Lonely Planet's best budget destination for 2018. We have a day to explore the old town and then later on we're going to take the train to St. Petersburg, and on the train we will tell you all about our travel budget for 2 weeks of Europe. It was cheap.
So we are now on Town Hall Square in Tallinn. A very beautiful square surrounded by nicely colorful houses, and it's really charming. You could imagine yourself you're in medieval times. A lot of the market people are dressed in traditional dresses.
First time holding a sword. Thank you. What do you do with it?
There's somebody's calling.
Yes, I'm not gonna ask him to test it. Around? So we're in the souvenir shop right now. I'm gonna have me a horn of wine. Oh yeah, it's probably quite expensive though.
Are you feeling horny?
It can hold up to half a liter of beer, but it costs 39 euros. So when you wander off the Town Hall Square, you come into these narrow little streets, a lot of people, places where you can eat, and we're actually going to head up north a little bit to Dunia Hill, which is a nice viewing point overlooking Tallinn, where you can see like the cityscape, and it has quite an interesting skyline because it has all of these little medieval looking towers popping up, and that's actually quite heavily influenced by Russian building style as well, because Estonia used to be occupied by a whole range of countries, one of them being the Soviet Union. Such a beautiful town. There's beauty around every corner here. That's the inconvenient thing about a door like that. I mean, normal modern keys are like tiny, but when you have a door like that, you need a key that's about this big. You need to lug it around all day.
We are now on the edge of the old town, on the wall that surrounds the city for 2.5 kilometers. It was a defensive wall that was built a long time ago. We're going to walk up the stairs here and enjoy the view of Old Town Tallinn.
I thought that it would be just a few streets in the old town center and then you would be out of the beautiful park, but it's actually quite a long walk you can take and everything is just incredible to look at. Now that is what I'm talking about. That's the view.
The view is absolutely amazing. You have a view across the old town, part of the newer parts of the city, as well as the harbor and the Baltic Sea over there. Wow, really magnificent. I could stand here all day long.
It's one of my favorite spots so far in Tallinn. I definitely could stand here all day long, especially since they have snacks as well. And you can actually see a few cruise ships lying in the harbor. There are 4 or 5 cruise ships lined up here right now, which also explains why there are quite a lot of people. It's a bit crowded.
We were supposed to go to the Kalamaya district to eat some lunch, which is really highly recommended by the locals, but since we are really bad at time management, we didn't have time to do it. So we googled a bit and we came up with the Three Dragons restaurant. It's a bit touristy apparently, but it has some good reviews for the food. And it's one of the cheapest restaurants here in the old town. It has some medieval theme to it, with some medieval themed food. Apparently people are a bit dressed up as well, so we're going to check it out and let's see what it is. We ordered some elk soup. Elk is some kind of big reindeer. It's not really reindeer, it's like a big moose or something, I think. Soup is pretty good, very flavorful, a bit meaty, a bit salty. I like it.
And the rest of what we have some juices, berry juice, apple juice, very Estonian. And then we have some sausages. The lady behind the counter said they were the best in the house. And then when you bite them, the juice comes out, so since I don't have any cutlery. I'm just gonna, please excuse my my manners. Oh, I can see what she means. That is good. And that has like a bit of a smoky flavor. Why are you laughing?
The look on your face is like very weird.
That was really good. It's a little bit smoked. I think it's some type of pork. I like it. And then finally, the dragon pies. We have two, one with apple, one with carrots. I'm not sure which one this is, but I'm gonna try it. It's quite nice to come here, even though it's pretty touristy. And it's not a typical Estonian food. If you want to see the typical Estonian food, you have to watch a previous vlog where we made a new friend, Rein, who picked us up hitchhiking earlier and then showed us around his town of Baltic Sea, which is just around here, around Tallinn. This is also nice. I mean, it's quite an experience. You feel like you're in medieval times and people here really stay in character, so it's a lot of fun. And it's right on the old town square. Town hall square. There are people there from China as well. I think for them especially it must be something like, whoa, out of a movie, because they're not used to that style of interior, I guess, even less so than we. And so if you've been watching our previous videos, you will know that we are on an overland journey from Brussels to Beijing, 12,000 kilometers overland, no flights, just trains, buses and hitchhiking. And tonight we're going to take the train to St. Petersburg. So we're going to head to the hostel now, pack our stuff very quickly because we're running late again, and then head to the train station. Goodbye.
Finally making it to Russia after spending 12 days in Europe.
Bye Europe, bye Tallinn.
Bye.
We had a really good time though.
Like you said, we will tell you about our budget for these 12 days that we spent here in Europe, going all the way from Belgium to Tallinn.
Yeah.
I think even the train is included in that budget to go to St. Petersburg.
Yeah. Wait. So the budget for the two of us was 840 euros. That's how much we spent in actually 14 days, and that averages out to 30 euros per person per day. Mind you, that is the same or less than we spent in Mexico.
Yeah, indeed. But we didn't go out eating that often, we didn't go out drinking, so it's good.
So yeah.
So about 1/3 of our budget was spent on food and drinks. Like we said, we didn't go out drinking for beer, so that helped us keep costs down. We just spent 4 weeks in Belgium with friends and family where we were obligated to drink and eat. Thank you so much.
Yes, especially some friends. You know who you are.
Yes, you know who you are. We didn't go out eating for every meal. A lot of times we just went to the supermarket, bought some bread or bought some lasagna or some things to make in our hostel. So that kept the cost down low a bit as well.
Yeah, food is really one of the things that makes or breaks your budget, I think, in Europe. And we cooked a lot for ourselves.
About 25% of our budget was spent on accommodation. It works down to about 18 euros per night.
For the two of us.
Some places were a bit more expensive, I think like Berlin and Riga, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
While Tallinn was a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
So it worked out to 18 euros for the two of us. So it's less than 10 euros per person per day, which is really good.
Yeah, and as usual, we stay in hostels, dorm rooms all the time, past 2 weeks.
And then about 25% of our budget was spent on transportation. So we took the Flixbus from Brussels to Berlin, we took the Flixbus from Berlin to Gdansk.
Both night buses, so that saved on accommodation.
Both night, which also saved on accommodation, which helped to get those costs low a bit as well. And as well, we're taking a train from Tallinn to St. Petersburg. And there's some small transportation costs included, like taking local trains, trams, buses, all those kind of things.
Metros, stuff like that.
Yeah. And the rest of the budget was spent on, I don't know,
Shenanigans,
like some phone bills we had to pay,
laundry service,
some other things.
It's a very good budget for Europe. I think it would be very difficult to do it on a lot less.
Yeah, indeed. And to be honest, to be really comfortable, you need a bit more.
Yeah.
Especially when you want to go out eating a bit more, you want to have some beers.
But Tallinn was very good value.
Yeah.
Best value for money on this trip?
Tallinn, for sure. Cheap accommodation, food was really good and cheap as well. And it was just a really beautiful medieval city.
Yes. Best experience on this trip?
I think getting invited by a person who picked us up, Rain, during hitchhiking, was really cool. It was something we never expected, and these random gestures of kindness are really what makes it worth.
Yes.
Alright, so this concludes our European part of the trip. We'll be arriving in Russia in 6 or 7 hours, I think. And if you want to join our journey where we go from Brussels to Beijing overland, please subscribe. The next video will be in St. Petersburg and after that in Moscow. So if you're interested in those beautiful cities, please watch the next videos as well.
If you want to see the Trans-Siberian Railway, experience it firsthand, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Don't hit it too hard. I mean, don't break your computer. Just let me click.
And that's it.
We will see you in St. Petersburg. Bye.